From the sandy banks of the Caspian Sea. The Caspian Sea is over there somewhere. Today's plan is to ride across that stretch of water to Kazakhstan on a cargo ship, a ship which has some of the worst reviews online I've ever seen. The phrases rust bucket and death trap seem to be used a lot by former passengers. Anyway, join me on an ocean adventure to the heart of Asia.
Let's get it.
First, we got to negotiate the flipping Soviet stairs. Bloody hell.
Rough one.
Here we go. We made it.
Ah, he's fine.
Journey's off to a good start. Что? Хорошая страна, согласен, согласен. Я сегодня корабль до Казахстан. Один я, одинокий человек. So this is the little town of Alat, which is near the ferry port. I've got to get through the bad streets, the mean streets of Alat.
Mean.
To get to the ferry port. Flipping heck. This is it though. This is a small town in Azerbaijan. Not everywhere has benefited from the vast oil money that's flowed into this country. The Grand Prix
usually
feels
the
like
rich
a
one,
million
right?
miles away in Baku. This is the real Azerbaijan. Well, the real Azerbaijan for many people. Nothing but goats and washing on washing lines. Check it out. Azerbaijan. Today, I'm going to show you a place where they still eat challah for breakfast. Let's check it out.
Istanbul, you're coming with us.
Oh, not this thing yet.
I think it's the
Where is?
yeah, it's the
It's right now. Move it, and as you put on the get the link, better piece of the wash. Well, this is the Azerbaijan I expected. Nothing but old Mercedes and Ladas, abandoned Soviet buildings.
They got German cars there?
And friendly Azerbaijani people. There's another Lada there, Zhiguli. There we go. Everywhere you look, they just appear, the old Zhigulis. Wow, and the heat. Nothing but bloody heat in this part of the world. It's unreal. Whew. I need a hat. Let's go and check out the market and maybe buy a few things for the boat journey. Who knows how long it takes? I have no idea. There's no information online. Let's have a look. Whew. A quintessential thing that you see in the Caucasus is a larder with fruit in the back of it. Check it out. Salam, brat, salam. A zhiguli, chorny zhiguli, and melons. Vash? Yours? Okay.
Is that a melon?
That is the quintessential black larder.
Why it's yellow
and a
then?
load of melons in the boot. Check it out. Wonderful. Яблочки или что-то есть? Да, есть?
Яблочки есть.
Есть? А, хорошо. Так, я сегодня корабль на Казахстан. Надо что-то кушать.
Okay, we got some
Это
apples.
достаточно, я думаю. Это достаточно, брат, это достаточно.
8 штук.
Сколько вам? 8 штук. Got a bargain hard.
Манат 50 копеек.
Сколько?
1 манат 50 копеек.
Хорошо.
One
There you go,
manat.
the friendly people. Salam, salam. О, что, бабушка, что, бабушка? Бабушка, здравствуйте. О, давайте. О, бабушка, бабушка. О, бабушка.
Перебирман, карпус.
Хорошо, это кто? Ваши внучки кто-то? Салам алейкум, салам алейкум.
Он перебирман, карпус.
Как я буду? Это слишком большой. Я корабль, Казахстан. Так, у меня есть это.
Хай, вер, подарка.
Ну, а подарка не надо.
Present.
Все, подарка не надо, брат.
Ай,
Не, я
Аллах.
плачу. Сколько вам? Сколько?
Верма.
Верме, дир.
Самая хорошая бабушка. Самая хорошая. Спасибо, вы очень добрые люди. Спасибо вам большое. Спасибо.
Such a kind people.
Did you see that? How friendly the Azerbaijan is. Спасибо вам большое.
Ben çek.
Wow, she's a jolly babushka. We found a babushka. Salam.
Salam, salam.
Wow. Я корабль, Казахстан. Казахстан, да. Спасибо вам большое, бабушка. До свидания. Wow. There you go, the friendly babushkas of Azerbaijan. They might have some of the top-rated babushkas in all of the former
Top-rated
Soviet Union.
babushka.
You're getting a load of tomatoes. And just to remind you that we're on the Caspian Sea, you can come here and buy your rubber dinghies, your life jackets, your little
Swim
swan,
ring.
or your rubber ducks, and have a little beach holiday here on the Caspian Sea. Why have a beach holiday in the Mediterranean when you can come to the Caspian Sea, the most Soviet of all the seas that there was, surrounded
Soviet
as it was
sea.
by, well, on three sides by former Soviet countries. Come here, have a bucket and spade holiday and get some free tomatoes. Over here on the other side of the road, I want to show you something. Let the Mercedes go past. It says, Karabakh is Azerbaijan. Karabakh meaning Nagorno-Karabakh. And here, on the edge of Alat, is the Karabakh Memorial, like every town in Azerbaijan has. Well, here are the names of the different people who died in the Karabakh War, and at different dates. In the very beginning in 92, and some in 94, and some later, 96, 2008, 2010, 2022. You know, whatever your opinion is about the Karabakh War and who's right and who's wrong, and of course I have my own opinion, what can't be denied is that it's a tragedy for both sides. It's many families were destroyed by what happened over in Nagorno-Karabakh.
I think that's the one with
And
Armenia,
here's some of
right?
the names of those people.
Like between Azerbaijan and Armenia. Trump was talking about that recently.
Well, we've packed away our tomatoes in the old Soviet bus stop of Alat, and now we have to find a taxi that's going to take us to the port, which is a couple of miles away. And I see the kind of taxi I like. It's a Soviet Lada taxi. Whew.
Oh, it's a Turkish flag. I
But
thought
don't
it's a
drive,
Soviet
don't
Union
drive.
flag. It's a Turkish flag there.
Товарищ, это ваш такси? Хорошо. Салам. Мне надо Ferry порт. Порт, да, Казахстан. Хорошо? Дорого? Дорого?
Дорого.
Много?
А ты конак, да?
Да, сколько?
Да. 5 рублей.
5 рублей, 5 минут.
5 минут.
Хорошо, 5 минут. £2.50 to ride in a bloody Lada. Bargain. Хорошо. Уху. Хорошая машина. В Англии у нас нету такой. У нас нету Лады, Жигули нету в Англии.
Burada есть.
Нет, у вас есть, я знаю. Хорошо, давайте. Приключение будет.
That's a rough car. Shit. All black.
Я сегодня в Казахстан еду. Если корабль есть, я не знаю. Что вы думаете, сегодня будет? Может быть.
Знаю, да.
Вы не знаете.
Doesn't know. Talking and driving.
Владивосток.
Владивосток? Вы? Армия?
Армия.
Советская армия.
Советская.
О, настоящий советский человек. Я уважаю это. Вы молодец.
По-русски давно
Да.
не говорите, же забыл.
Практика нету у вас.
Это чуть-чуть знаете.
Но без проблем.
Да, да.
Секундочку. Блин, my tomatoes.
You gotta be careful those
Хотите фото?
tomatoes.
Как, с машины, что ли?
Машина.
О, красивый. Давайте вместе фото.
Да,
Давайте
вместе,
фото.
вместе.
Together, the best taxi driver in Azerbaijan. И красивый Жигули. Спасибо, давайте я плачу. На, 10. Хорошо, очень хороший такси. Спасибо вам большое. И красивая машина. There we go. We've got friendly babushkas and we've got friendly taxi drivers. And where the hell do I go? Here at the
They got
Sea
everything
Trade
there.
Port. Когда будет корабль? Я даже не знаю. Что? Сегодня?
Today.
20 часов. 8 часов. Что 20? 20.
8 p.m. like.
Да? Хорошо. Актау, да?
Нет, Курик.
Да, но это рядом Актау, я думаю. Да, хорошо.
70 километров.
Kazakhstan. Не Turkmenistan. Well, we've got our ticket to flipping Kazakhstan on the world's worst rated ferry. But it doesn't leave until about 2 in the morning, they said, or it basically leaves when it's full up. So instead of hanging around in a port with nothing to do, we're going to head back into Soviet Alat. Not the world's most interesting town, it has to be said, but better than the ferry port where they keep telling me not to film. So anyway, back to Alat for the second time in my life.
Ela.
Не хотите, Элат? Я плачу, машина. Не хотите? Я плачу. Элат, только там город. Да. О, молодец, обе хорошие.
Good lad.
Такси хочу, только до Алат.
Evet. Daha
Да.
önce.
А, вы можете? Спасибо вам большое. Хорошо. О, спасибо вам большое. Добрые люди. There you go. The Soviet Jedushkas don't let you down. They're as good as the babushkas almost. Not as sexy, but just as reliable.
Man, what?
300 metre kabağa kıramasa.
Really? This guy
Sigaret хотите?
Ивановец. Что?
Сигарет.
Я не курю. Спасибо, брат.
don't smoke.
Но раньше курил.
Ай, это не делать.
Но водки еще пью. Водки еще пью. Да, конечно. Именно. I'm half healthy. I still drink vodka.
Это плохой вещь.
Да, я знаю. Но наслаждайся
Я не могу
жизнью.
бросать.
Naslаждайся жизнь. Enjoy your life, I said. Enjoy your life. He said he can't give up. I said, enjoy your life. Have a fag. What's wrong with that? Из Англии.
Лондон хорошо место.
Раньше.
Не знаю раньше, я видел, да, телевизор я смотрел.
Сейчас не так хорошо.
Не знаю точно.
Кто не русский? Он не русский.
Нет,
Я не русский. Я не русский. Я чистый англичанин.
İngilizce de bu.
Но говорил чуть-чуть. Говорил чуть-чуть на
Bu
русском.
bize kimlere okşuyor? Kaba pokhoş.
Похож русский?
Pokhoş ne pokhoş?
Путин, похож Путин.
Путин.
А, хорошо.
Путин хороший человек.
Да, хорошо.
Я так думаю, хороший человек.
Хорошо.
Пусть будет забрать всех миров. Людей, которые раньше жили, это Америка, Мексика.
Мексика.
We got some politics.
Похож мексиканский?
He's a Mexican? Okay. Hola, amigo.
Лисий
¿Cómo estás?
Хорошо.
A bold
There you
Mexican.
go. I look like a Mexican for some reason.
Нет, я хотел, что с ним чай пил.
И?
Побежал сюда. Он чай не дает.
Он не дал?
Да.
Блин, как он не стыдно. Он скупой. Скупой is a very useful word in Russian. It means tight. Жадный, greedy, жадный, скупой. So he doesn't want to make a cup of tea for the old Jedushka.
Greedy.
So that means he's skupoi. Remember that word, you can use it. Where's the bloody taxi? Have they called one?
Some heavy machinery there.
There's
There's somewhat free space there.
Alat. Город, город. О, спасибо вам. Ой-ой-ой-ой. Спасибо, спасибо.
Спасибо.
Только центр город, пожалуйста, центр город. Давайте, брат, давайте. Давай.
Gel şunları şuradan. Hadi.
Садись, садись. Приключения будет.
Adventure time.
Çöre yemeye.
Да, шашлик. Да, хорошо. Спасибо.
Yeah, where's the subtitles, man?
Düşmedi.
Shumade. Yeah. He needs to get change.
I like the short.
No one has change in this country. It's one of the problems of Azerbaijan. You give them a 50 or a 20 and they're like, oh, come on, brother, I've got no change. And I've got no change either, so. I think he was thinking I was going to say keep the change, but not a chance. Маленький уютный кафечек. Oh, look what we can have. All this lovely grub.
Kebab. Kebab? What is a kebab?
Кушать,
А то
что
вот
можно
kebab.
кушать здесь?
Akşam beri geldi arabasın.
Шашлык или что это?
Neyin var ya? Şaşlık yiyoruz.
Хорошо, какой?
Answer чего там можно делать? Для чая,
Хорошо, дайте мне, пожалуйста, баранный.
толковый.
Бе.
Ага,
Да?
есть, да.
Хорошо, дайте, пожалуйста. Salam всем. Woo. There you go, that's how you do it. That's how you order a shashlik in the provinces of Azerbaijan when there's a table of lads staring you out on the other side of the restaurant.
We got some salt,
You know,
some veggies.
you could do this too if you want to. You could come to a Soviet cafe and eat shashlik, meet the Soviet taxi drivers in their larders, converse with the locals. All you've got to
Right.
do is book that ticket. Choose your republic and book that ticket, and maybe learn a little bit of Russian before you come. And this whole vast former empire opens up to you. Maybe you'll even ride on the world's dodgiest ferry across the Caspian Sea. Everything is possible if you book that ticket. Here. Soviet capital.
Aww. Soviet cat. That's
Well,
the name.
we're back in the centre of sunny Alat. There's absolutely nothing to do here. And believe me, I've been looking for the last hour. But still, despite the, well, run-down nature of the place, yes, Alat is a bit of a crap hole, I will admit. It's still much nicer than Birmingham. Even the bin area is nicer.
Holy.
Здравствуйте, salam. Better than Birmingham. Yep.
Yeah. He doesn't speak that.
Well, I'm back at the port, and here the waiting room. Check out the waiting room. A little room that I'm going to see out the next 12, 10, 8, 24 hours, who knows. But don't worry about me. I've got my bottle of Foo's tea, my favourite drink. So I'm going to be okay until we then cross the Kaspiyski More, which is out there somewhere. I'm going to fulfill my lifetime dream of becoming a Soviet sailor. Maryak. Sometime tonight, as we set sail to Kazakhstan. It's really interesting being here in the trailer park. We've got trucks from all over the former USSR, from Georgia, from Turkey, not USSR, but
Georgia,
still.
like a
We've got trucks here
country
from
or the state.
Azerbaijan, Tajikistan. We've got so many trucks I've seen from Ukraine. Think what a trip those Ukrainian drivers have made all the way down through Europe. Here we got one from Turkmenistan. Check it out, TM, Turkmenistan. Wowzers, a real United Nations here gathering of former Soviet countries' truckers. All here, meeting, waiting to cross the Caspian Sea, just like we are. Sometime tonight. Well, the lorries are being loaded onto the boats. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. And finally, we are about to begin our Soviet fairy tale. I said fairy tale, not fairy tale. Do you see what
This guy. Oh shit. We got the boat. That's a big one.
Only in the smoking room.
We don't smoke.
Well, before we go up on deck and watch our departure, I'll show you my little cabin. What you get here for $70, you get a little desk to put your tomatoes on.
$70.
window.
Jeez.
Here's my bunk in here.
That's all expensive.
Clock. And here, you've got the bathroom with a shower. Look at that. Oh, fucking hellfire.
Working though.
This is where I'll be spending much of... the mattress is a bit flipping stained. What are those stains on it? That is a sailor's seam. You know.
Jeez, this guy.
Let's go up on deck and watch us pull out of the flipping harbour. Finally, hopefully. Come on. Well, it's 12:30 in the bloody afternoon. I've been at the river port 20 hours, more than 20 hours. We've still not left, but I think the last of the trucks has just boarded. All the Turkmenistanis, the Georgians, the Ukrainians, they're all on board, ready to begin the journey on a ship that is named after the wife. Forget what the name is, but it's named after her. So, yeah, the Mrs. Aliyev ship is going to take us, hopefully, through calm seas to Central Asia. Exciting.
Я Хмельницкий.
Хмельницкий, это где?
Винница, Киев, Хмельницкий.
Да, понял. А вы как туда тогда? Через
Болгария, Румыния, Турция, Грузия, Азербайджан.
That's a long trip.
3-4
Месяц.
Да, было, да?
Раньше мы ходили через Россию.
Да, конечно.
Там было быстро.
Конечно.
Через Россию, Оренбург,
Да,
Казахстан,
да.
Узбекистан.
И уже там.
И
А
уже
сейчас?
Ташкент. А сейчас
Да, сейчас другая ситуация. Ну, приключения.
не, лучше мы дальше поедем, чем унизимся. Ну, честно, я украинец.
Знаю.
Он терпеливый.
Да.
Его злят, он терпит. Но когда у него вот это обрывается
Да.
терпение,
Да.
его не остановишь уже.
Понял.
Some
Это не
politics.
Россия.
Да.
Россия беспредел.
Разница
Украина бабушку не тронет, дитё не тронет, всех дальше тронет.
Понял.
А Россия всех подряд трогает.
Представляю, ваш кабинет, типа, музыка есть, хорошая музыка.
Кондиционер,
Советский музыка.
да, разный.
Понятно. Ну, хорошо тогда.
Не, нам сейчас запрещен советский музыка. Ну, российский.
Из-за понял. А, блин, да?
Да.
Ну ладно. Верка сидушка тогда.
Да.
Очень приятно. Wow. What an interesting guy. We just met a Ukrainian trucker who's traveling to Uzbekistan all the way from Vinnytsia. But still, we're not moving.
We're still waiting. Oh shit. Here we go. $70,
Well, finally,
man.
at 1:30 in the afternoon,
For
we
one
set
trip.
sail from Azerbaijan as we pass the Soviet blocks of Alat over there. And we turn instead towards the distant shores of Central Asia, Kazakhstan, somewhere across the Caspian Sea.
How big is that sea? Looks pretty small though.
Well, now that we've left port, I should show you something here on the boat. I mean, they say it's the worst boat ever, but so far, I kind of like it. I want to show you something at the end.
Looks clean though. But still, I
Check
think
this
a
out.
little.
In the main lobby of the boat, we have a Karabakh is Azerbaijan. We got a picture of the bloke in his army outfit.
What is that bloke?
And different pictures from the Karabakh War, I suppose. There's
You don't
old
wanna
El
say the name?
Presidente touching the flag.
El President.
Shusha, a famous town in Karabakh. I mean, for a soldier, there's not much mud on his trousers. I don't think he was ever in the trenches. And over here, thoughtfully left out, is a box of
I mean,
biscuits.
his general's usually not in the trenches.
You can come and have a wafer when you're hungry.
Okay.
You can come and have a very stale wafer when you're hungry. The amazing thing about this boat,
Looks pretty old.
not the wafers, but how smooth it is. I mean, the Caspian Sea, which is really a
Like,
giant
literally no
lake, biggest
waves,
lake in
look
the
at
world,
that.
Very flat.
It almost looks like
So
AI.
there's hardly any ripples or waves. I think it's going to be a nice smooth crossing. Even Backpacker Ben wouldn't get sick on this one.
Like, this sea is landlocked, right?
Uzbekistan?
Не, Казахстан едет.
Full.
Kazakhstan едет. Понятно. Ну да. 20 часов, да? 20 часов.
22.
22?
Да.
Блин, иногда говорит 24, 20, 18, 22. Я не знаю,
Один
сколько да.
раз. Сколько едет.
Ясно.
Если ветер не будет. Если ветер будет, еще долго.
Блин. Allow me, if I may, to give you some historical trivia, something you might not know, which is that in 1919, the British Navy had a battle with the Soviet Navy right here on the Caspian Sea. The British Navy, under the command of Norris, won the battle and sank the Soviet fleet at Alexandrovsky Fort. Even here, in the middle of Central Asia, the Brits have been sticking their nose in and beating up the locals.
I mean, Brits used to have the biggest
Let's go and get some
empire
food.
in the world historically. So, yeah, it's not
If you're
anymore.
wondering what a Caspian seafarer eats on the journey across the Soviet Sea, is
Rice? What is that?
a chicken leg and some buckwheat, I think. Something like
I
that.
think buckwheat is brown.
Tasty.
That looks like a rice.
Very tasty, in fact. О, спасибо вам большое. Вкусно очень. Хорошее. Well, guys, that's the end of our first day on the high seas. See you guys up on deck bright and early in the morning. Spocky Nocky. Well, good morning from day 2 on what has been rated online as the world's worst ferry. But I want to know who wrote those reviews. I think it might be a rival ferry.
So
company,
far looks
because
normal.
I can't fault this journey. I've just had a bloody good breakfast,
Looks
had a great
clean.
night's sleep.
Everything's fine.
The only thing lacking on this ferry, what they need is they need a bar, maybe a little discotheque, and some interdzieweczki hanging around in the lobby. That would be great. But unfortunately, none of those things. But still, what they say is the world's worst ferry, I might rate as well one of the world's greatest ferries, as we now head towards Kazakhstan. Somewhere over there in the midst of the Caspian Sea is Kazakhstan. Well, after 22 hours on the world's greatest ferry, it's finally time to get off. Hello.
Excuse me?
Excuse you. А, все там.
Что, собираемся потихоньку?
Хорошо.
Отправляемся?
It seems that Kazakhstan is in sight. Let's go and check it out. Juicy babushka's tomatoes.
Oh.
Let's go. We're finally going to touch dry land. Thank God. Пока-пока, брат. Удачи. Well, the journey has come to its conclusion. We crossed from Europe, kind of, to Asia, across
We're in
the
Kazakhstan.
Caspian Mori, like Soviet sailors of the past. I've come to the Ibiza of Kazakhstan, Aktau Beach. Check it out. It's bloody beautiful. Look at it. Beautiful. And this is where I'm going to spend the next 2 weeks, here on the beach, chilling out, meeting the locals, trying some shashlik. Assalamu alaikum всем. Ah, look, the friendly Kazakhstani люди. Очень приятно всем. Все хорошо. There you go. Что, видео, да, YouTube. Хорошо? Очень приятно. Очень приятно, ребята. There you go. Those are the kind of people I'm going to be hanging out with for the next 2 weeks. Here on flipping Aktau Beach. What have I done? I wish you could smell Aktau Beach. Anyway, thanks for watching, and thank you to World of Warships, the world's greatest computer game,
Oh my god, come on.
for making this trip possible. All right, till next time, cheerio. From beautiful Aktau. Bloody stinks.
Okay.
Download the game.
It was fun, I liked it, yeah.